Guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Doreen. Thank you so much for tuning in. I really hope you like it here, and I hope you subscribe. If you're not a new subscriber, thank you so much for returning to this channel. How are you doing? I hope you're good. I hope you're good. I hope you're good. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about how to build healthy female friendships. Okay, I have done a video about friendships here on this channel. It was a Q&A. If you haven't seen it, I'm going to link it here. It was a very, I think it's here. It was a very interesting video, okay? And I remember someone asking me, how do you even make female friends, or how do you even build a healthy female friendship? And I decided to do a whole video on that. So if you're interested in finding out all my tips and everything I've learned from my experiences so far, then definitely keep on watching. So the first thing I'm going to say when it comes to building healthy female friendships is you have to be open-minded, okay? You can't be the chief advocate of women hate each other, women are what's telling me, is this one, that one, girls will this, girls will that. You can't always be moving like that and be expecting anything different. Really, you can't. The Bible says that the expectation of the righteous shall not be cut shall not be cut short. I always try to tell myself this anytime I'm generalizing something. Like, it's just the same way you say, men are scum, men are scum, men are scum, men are scum. Why do you think you will attract somebody that is not scum? If you keep saying men are scum, all the men you meet will be scum. I'm sorry, but that's just the way it works, okay? You can't keep telling yourself that women are wicked, women are this, women are fake, women are this, all women this, all women that, and be expecting anything different. You have to open your mind to the possibility of actually having a healthy female friendship. Like, it all starts in your mind. If you can tell yourself that it is possible, not all women are fake. I can find a sister in one of my friends. I can build a community of women that are supportive, and it's a healthy bond, and it's godly and stuff like that. It just needs to happen in your mind. You have to open up your mind to that possibility first, okay? If not, you just keep punishing people for what people have done to you in the past. So one girl hurt you in the past, so all the women you are going to meet after that, all the girls you're going to meet after that must be the same. No. I remember having a conversation with some of my unit members in clinic one day, and we were talking about this whole being heartbroken by women and stuff like that. And one of them was like, there was this time she was betrayed by one of her friends, and in secondary school, and for a lot of years she couldn't bring herself to like anyone that was bearing that name. Once she meets you and you're bearing that name, she automatically doesn't like you. That's how deep it was for her, and thankfully she has overcome it now. But that's how deep it can get, okay? You can't be like that. You can't be like that, okay? What if the person that's meant to be your best friend is bearing the name of someone who hurt you in the past 10 years ago? You can't keep carrying it. You have to heal, you have to forgive, you have to move on, okay? You have to open up your mind to the possibility. When I was younger, I always used to say, oh, I love male friends that women are just hard to deal with, they're just stressful, they're this that boys are understanding, women are this, women take this to heart. I used to say all sorts, that I prefer having male friends to female friends, this one. I was speaking from a place of hurt, so I really understand it when I hear people say these things, because I get where it's coming from. But at the same time, how long are you going to stay like that? At some point, you're going to have to move on. You're going to have to grow. You're going to have to let go. You can't keep living in pain forever, okay? Please open up your mind. It all starts in the mind. Once you can get your mind to believe that you can actually have a healthy female friend, you can actually have a good friend, and they're not going to be fake, and it's not going to be full of betrayal and toxicity, you need to tell yourself that first. Once you can tell yourself that and make up your mind to do this, then every other thing actually gets easier, okay? So the next thing I'm going to talk about as regarding a female friend is, please don't fake it, okay? Please be real. The truth is, you're not going to like everybody. The same way everybody cannot like you, you're not going to be able to tolerate everybody. There are certain people that you might not dislike, you don't particularly like, but you just can't tolerate them for too long. I know a lot of people like that. I just can't be around them for too long, because 3 sentences into conversation and they're already pissing me off because they don't know how to talk, or they gossip or something. Like, it can be anything really. There are some people that I don't dislike, I don't particularly like, but at the same time I cannot tolerate them for too long. So there's no need hanging around them every time. When you see someone you don't like, you're not be like, oh my god, you're not be like, oh my god, girl, you look this, you look that. When they post pictures on Instagram, why are you hyping them in their comments if it's not genuine? Why are you calling them twinny? Somebody would say that it's always fake friends that call people twinny, never real twins. But really, why are you calling them twinny, bestie, sis? Sis is the one that kind of really pisses me off, okay? I'm not your sis. If you don't like me, I'm not your sis. Please don't fake it. Please, a lot of times I don't think people actually come with the intention of I'm trying to fake it, I'm trying to be a fake friend. I think it just starts really small. Okay, so you meet someone, you think you guys are good, you think you guys are going to be good friends, and you get to know them on a deeper level and you realize that I cannot this girl be moving. I can't do this. Okay, it's fine. It's okay to let it go. I think the problem is, instead of you to not let it go, you will not start doing but she's the first friend I made in school, but I don't want it to look as if somebody is being judgmental. I don't want it to look at, you will not stay there. You will not be accepting things that you shouldn't accept. You will not be becoming resentful, because at this point you know that you don't really like this person, but you kind of have to be around them, so now you are resentful. Please don't fake it. Even in situations where, let's say you meet someone who belongs to a clique and you manage to click with, like, to vibe with one of the members of the clique, it doesn't mean you have to be friends with the whole gang. Okay, because sometimes you can like just one member of a group and not like the rest. You can want to be friends with just one person and not the rest. Don't force yourself to be in the friendship group because you feel like, oh, since they're all friends, I've made this mistake before, and trust me, it's not gonna turn out well. Okay, please be friends with people you actually genuinely like. It makes it easier, because when things come up, when there are issues with someone you genuinely like, someone you actually made a decision that I want to be her friend, I want to be there for her, I love this person's character, I love their personality, I love being around them, it's easier for you to fight through those things. It's easier for you to approach things with love, gentleness, kindness. It's easier for you to be good to them compared to people that you don't really like. That's when backbiting, gossiping, talking shit about people behind their back, that's when it will be coming up, because you don't really like someone that's supposed to be your friend. So I feel like if you really don't like someone, there's no need to fake it. You can always love people from a distance. I say it a lot. Love them with the love of Christ from a healthy distance. They don't have to be up close. Don't force anybody to like be in your circle because you pity them or because you feel like they're going to feel somehow if you're no longer their friends. Please don't do that. Even people that are already existing friends, if you've been friends for 10 years, maybe you realize that we're no longer really on the same page. This person has become someone I don't really like anymore. You can let go. Don't keep staying there because of sentiments and stuff like that. It just breeds resentment and it's not good. And that's when you start hearing things like fake friend. That's when you one day you talk about the person with another person, the person will not hear, you will not be having. That's when you start getting jealous, all these things are unnecessary. So please don't fake it, okay? Another tip I feel like will help you when it comes to building female friendships that are healthy is, please don't base your friendship on very fickle, shallow, vain things. I said this in that other video. Things like, oh my god, girl, we have the same name. My name is Michelle, your name is Michelle. No. Yes, you guys can meet. I always say this. You can meet someone because of something fickle like that. You're not going to meet someone and know their whole personality, like know their character, know everything about them. The basis of you meeting someone can be something shallow, okay? But that can be it. That simply cannot be it. There has to be something more. There has to be something else. It can't just be because, oh, I feel like they look rich. I feel like if I'm their friends, I'll be able to go out with them. I'll be able to take pictures with their phones. I'll be able to have aesthetically pleasing pictures. I'll be able to wear their clothes, this one, that one. So let's be friends. No, like, that's too shallow. That's too vain. What do you think is going to happen? Of course it's not going to last. Of course it's going to be fake. Like, don't base your friendship on something fickle. You guys have to share the same values. I'm not saying you guys have to be similar. You can't always be friends with people that are like you. You can't always be friends with people that like the same things you like the same food, like the same colors, like the same kinds of men, like the same movies, songs. You will not always find people that like similar to you. But when it comes down to your key values, the things that make both of you up, you guys have to be similar. You guys have to have the same standards, the same values. I always say that my friends and I think the same things about a lot of issues. Not because we've talked about these things before, but because we're similar when it comes down to our values and what we believe in. If you ask my friend, oh, what do you think about this? What she says will be most likely what I say, maybe in different ways, but the same thing. The places that I would not go to, they probably won't go to as well. The things I would not wear, they probably cannot wear as well. Not because we've talked about these things, we've made pacts or stuff like that, but we are just similar on the inside, okay? So it will reflect. I feel like it might sound deep, like it's not marriage, but see guys, friendship is very very deep. Friendship is very 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 deep. Friends can last your whole life, okay? There's so much power and beauty in community, in friendship, so you can't just base it on something fickle. If you're not sure, please pray about it. This is something that I wish I started doing very early. Pray about your friends. If you feel uncomfortable around someone, it might just be your body rejecting it or your spirit rejecting the person's spirit, and it might be for a reason. Okay, pray about your friends. When you meet someone, you guys are getting along fine, before you start opening up to them, before you start letting them into your heart like that, pray, God, what are you saying about this person? Is this the person you want me to be friends with? Would this friendship be healthy? Would it be productive? Will it bring good fruits? If God gives you a go ahead, then go ahead. You guys can be friends, then you can start opening up, because as much as like you need to be friendly and everything, you also need to apply wisdom. So you need to base your friendship on a solid foundation. It really cannot be nonsense things, okay? Yes, you guys can meet, you guys can become acquaintances based on things that are little, like we're schoolmates, we're in the same chemistry lab group, we have the same color of hair, that's how we started talking. It can be something little like that, or she commented on my picture on Instagram, that's how we started talking. It can be like that, but going further, it has to be more than that. That cannot be the only reason why you're saying you're friends with someone. I hope my point is like really really clear, because I feel like this is also another thing that puts people in trouble, is another mistake that people make as regards female friendships. It's really not by force, okay? Guys, another tip I feel like is very very helpful when it comes to building healthy female friendships is allow your friendships to progress naturally. Don't force it, don't rush it, okay? There are certain people that you have to take your time with, okay? Certain things will take time. It's not in one day that people become best of friends. It's not in one day that you'll be able to tell your friend every single thing about you. It's not even wise. When you meet someone, just because you're trying to be friendly does not mean you have to tell them all the past struggles you have, everything. You have to apply wisdom, okay? There are some people that you can meet, let's say in school, for example. Okay, I met most of my friends in school. So you guys meet your classmates. So in the beginning, what you'll be talking about will most likely be just school stuff, classmate stuff, this course, this one, that one, this exam here, this exam there. You guys might only be able to relate based on stuff like that. Then one day, somebody will talk about their brother, and you guys will not talk about your families, and you realize that maybe your family dynamics are similar and you can relate when it comes to family dynamics, and you guys are able to trust each other with family information. One day you talk about money and you guys realize that okay, financially we agree, like we have the same, we can relate with each other when it comes to our finances and stuff. So we can talk about money. My friends, I can tell them how much is my account, how much what's my business. I can tell them all those things. Do you understand? There are some of my friends that I can tell already. There are some of my friends that we haven't just gotten there yet. Do you understand what I'm saying? And it doesn't mean that they're bad friends or anything. And for some people, you can meet them and in just 1 month, you guys can talk about absolutely anything. And that's fine. That's beautiful. For some people, it's going to take months. Some people, you guys are going to be friends for a whole year before you can progress to another topic, before you be able to trust each other with certain bits of information, and that is okay. Like, allow the friendship to progress naturally. Don't rush it. Don't open up yourself too much to someone you don't really trust yet. And at the same time, it also has to be mutual. Okay, one person cannot be divulging information all the time. It's only this person that opening up. It has to be mutual. You guys will be able to trust each other with information. I feel like that's how it goes. I feel like when the friendship progresses naturally, it's a lot more beautiful. Okay, nothing is forced, nothing is rushed, nothing is, it's just a lot more beautiful. All right. Another tip that I have, and this is something that I'm personally still learning. I don't think anybody actually finishes learning this. Is you need to realize that your friends are not you, and your friends are not God. Your friends are not you, meaning you guys were not raised in the same house. You're not raised by the same people. You don't have the same backgrounds. You don't have the same siblings, the same experiences. So the way you might think might not be the same way they think. And I'm not talking about on deep things and stuff like that. Personality wise, you guys are not the same. Things that will come so easy for you might not come very easy for them. For example, I'm the kind of person that knows how to sacrifice things for people. I know how to give up my this, give up my comfort, say, oh, come, let's share my food, come, let's share. Maybe because of the way I was raised, I was raised with boys. My parents raised me such a way that I always share things with them. If you buy something in my house, even if it's your money, and my father sees you just eating it by yourself, you're in trouble. Okay? It's like you can't give your brothers, no, that is selfish. You need to share, you need to this. I'm used to, like, I don't know how to just sit down, somebody is hungry and me, I'm just there eating to the fullest. Do you understand? I know how to easily sacrifice things for people. It comes very easy for me. I can just say, okay, don't worry, take my own. Okay, don't worry, let's share my own. Okay, don't worry, I don't really have money, but take this. Do you understand? It comes very natural and easy for me. For some other person, it might not come that naturally. Maybe they are the last borns and they're just used to people giving them things and not really them giving anybody. Different things come to play, like our backgrounds, our experiences. So you can't always expect your friends to be able to do the same things you can do. They can learn. Okay, some things you might be able to do easily. You might be able to bend back over for your friend easily. They might not be able to do it with the same energy, not because they don't love you, but that's not how they were raised. It doesn't come naturally, it doesn't come easy for them. Okay, so they have to learn to be like that, and that is okay. You need to handle them with grace. You need to talk to them. You guys need to communicate about this thing, talk about these things. Love languages come to play when it comes to friendships as well, I believe. Some of my friends, okay, I have a friend that is a physical touch person. Once she sees you, she's hugging you, holding your hand. She likes it. Once she sees she's going to give you a hug, she can give you 3 hugs in 1 minute. She's a hugger. She's a, let me hold your hand, lean on your shoulder, this one down. That's just the way she shows love and affection, like, oh, I've missed you and stuff. I have friends that I can count, maybe I've hugged them twice in a year or something. It doesn't say anything about how good they are as friends. It doesn't mean the person that is always hugging me is a better friend than the person that isn't. But that's not just the way she shows love. Maybe how she's an act of service person, so she'll be like, oh, Darren, should I help you do this? Oh, Darren, should I help you? Oh, I can come and help you do that, or stuff like that. Or maybe she's words of affirmation. Oh, baby girl, you're killing it, you're doing great, you're this and that. For somebody else, it may not come that naturally. This is something I really had to learn. My friends are very different, very different personalities. They are not me and they are not God. They can't fulfill my every need. It's not every single time I should expect them to be running on my beck and call, because they are really, really just human. They are as human as you are. Don't place unrealistic, mighty expectations on your friends. They're really not good. There are some needs that only God can fulfill in your life. Don't expect them to make you happy, encourage you every single time. Everybody needs to learn this. I'm honestly still learning this, as I said, but please apply it to your friendships. Don't expect all your friends to be the same. Just because this person shows love this way and this person shows love this way doesn't say anything about how good they are as friends. I mean, there are some core things, like your friends should be able to support you. They should be able to encourage you from time to time in their different ways. They should be able to speak well to you, speak words of affirmation to you somehow, some way. Do you understand? There are some things that are just standards, okay? But the other petty things, the other little things here and there, those things can be learned. Nobody is born knowing how to do those things, so you can talk to your friends. The last tip I'm going to give as regards this topic is have fun, take life easy. It's never that deep. Nothing is ever that deep. Your friend offends you, she says something you not like, say it. if you feel like you don't want to address it immediately, later I can just say, guy, that time you said this thing, it made me feel bad, oh, me, I don't like it, don't say it again. Move on. Know how to communicate in such a way that you're not coming from a place of attack. Yeah, let the person even, like, I feel like some of us, me included, sometimes when we want to address issues, we come from a place of trying to fight somebody. I'm grateful that I have learned and I've moved on from doing that. But when you want to address something, if your friend is doing something and you feel like it's hurting you, be vulnerable enough to say, guy, I just feel like if it was me, this is what I would have done. So the fact that you didn't do it made me feel like this, and it just made me feel bad, and I just want to tell you, I'm not like trying to fight you or anything like that. And they'll be like, oh, they can even, when you come gently like that, they can even reflect on it and be like, I know, I'm sorry, don't worry, I'll try, I'm really sorry, that was not my intention. And you guys move on from it sharp. Like, there's no need to be keeping malice, tighten to your chest. Life is never that serious, okay? Nothing is ever that deep except God, okay? Please, don't just take life easy, okay? Have fun with your friendships. Don't be too rigid, don't be too strict, don't be too, don't allow people to be walking on eggshells all around you. I beg. Take life easy and have fun. Guys, I really hope that these tips have helped you. These are just tips that I have learned over the years from my experiences with female friendships, and I also try to apply this in my life. Let me know if there's any other tip you feel like is helpful and I didn't mention. We will all love to learn from you, okay? Share this video with anyone you think will find it helpful. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe to my channel if you've come this far. I mean, you might as well just subscribe, okay? I'm waiting. Good. Thank you. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.